Welcome everyone. We'll talk about the funding activities for NGO in this video. So what all activities we can contribute for NGO where we can participate materialistically, non-materialistically, and probably what are the various ways so that NGO can be actively organized around it. Now, what we can do as far as support is concerned, we can contribute monetary wise, probably that helps a lot. Money makes quite a number of noises, and there is a great gap between haves and have-nots that can only be partaken or probably somewhat reduced if the people who has a lot of money, has a deep pocket, share their wealth with the people who do not are, or should I say, are not so fortunate enough. Now that is what we can do about it. So that's a financial support. Now, talking about non-financial support, what can we do? We'll talk it about it in details in this videos, materialistic support, and so on and so forth. So let us begin with non-financial support. First and foremost thing, your time, your experience are valuable assets to the destitute, right? Whatever you have achieved in your life, whatever skills that you have carried about, whatever finesses that you have acquired, can you share it with the destitute? Can you share it with a less fortunate one? And probably teach them, encourage them, in fact, empower them with the skills that can be done. So that is what you can do. Share your time with your destitute. Volunteer with the project. Contribute something non-monetary basis, as in a participant, as in a resource person. NGOs have good opportunities for volunteers, internship. Your dream is our forum. Is something that we would love to go around it. Materialistic support, yes, this is another methodology where you can support not monetarily directly, but probably certain things that the money can purchase on behalf of it. So, what kind of materialistic support that we can give? You can give them clothes, you can give them storybooks, you can give them medicines, you can give them a roof over their head, you can also feed for them. Now, these are things that can bring a smile out on the face of the destitute. Don't think. I recommend try it out. Not only contribute your time. In case if you think if you are not comfortable parting away with your money, seeing that somebody else is going to enjoy the money per se, or going to siphon of the money that you have dedicated for a noble cause, what you can do is give it a materialistic support. Purchase something of values, books, toys, medicines, clothes, food for the destitute. And this is the materialistic support, which probably nobody can abuse per se. And yes, obviously, yes, is your financial support that can be done around here. Now, what we can do? We can do it on a small scale basis, where the gift hampers, toys, books, eatables can be given. Let's say $1.50 and below, $1.20, $25, $1.50 and below is small scale. What you can do is take them to a visit for a park, places of tourist interest. Hardly around $10,000 to $20,000 is what we are looking at into it. And this $10,000 to $20,000, you can help around 50 to 60 destitutes altogether. So per head, it becomes quite comfortable at the same time. So people have been exposed to certain experiences at your cost. The experiences can never be shared, can never be partaken by somebody else. So sponsor a destitute. Let's say there are so many things for higher educations and so on and so forth. Institute a scholarship if you can go around it, and that is what we are looking forward to it. Medium scale is support 10 or 8 alternatives thing, 8 education contact points, including educations, recreation, outing, health checkups, and so on and so forth. Sponsor a leadership, skill building, residential schools, anything from 4 to 6 days. Give them an exposure for a lifetime. Large scale support of an alternative education. Now, this is above 10 million. We are talking about 10 million and above, where you can set up some kind of non-monetary, non-contributory school setup for students, for destitutes, for an old age home. The costs are only estimate, and in terms of including of administration for your purpose. So choose your support. This is what we would love to go around it. You can adopt any ideas, in fact, all the ideas according to your purposes, according to your willingness. You can adopt a program as a team, you can adopt as an activity, you can adopt a group, you can adopt one person, you can have a stipulated time frame, let's say 6 months, 1 year, or something like that. Initiate matching grant. Your team can pledge annual contribution and your company can match the equivalent thing. As simple as it is. You pocket something and probably the company pockets the equal amount of money. Dedicate. You are dedicating out of 365 days, only 2 days per year. And there also you have the luxury to decide which all 2 days, where your team can do some kind of volunteering, some kind of activities with the project, with the destitutes. Join us under corporate social responsibility and get benefit of corporate social responsibility. Build upon your image, build upon your brand names, and these are things which can reap you benefit in unquantifiable terms altogether. So choose your supports. That is what the token idea for the corporates is all about. It mix support. Now what you can do about mix support is form a group of like-minded people in your company, in your neighborhood, in your friend circle. Make group donation for the causes as the case might be. Now, there can be a matching grant concepts also similarly from group donation, and urge them to spend the similar amount of money for a cause. Your company should be able to match the same thing. So if a group of employees contribute, ask the company, that the company is going to contribute the equal amount of money around it. So that's a mixed support that you can always grant around. Support of family on behalf of companies per se, if I may say so. Any member of your employees can contribute his or her time for the causes. The company will be able to pay $1 per hour per family member, as the case might be. This is what exactly we are looking forward to it. Celebrate your annual day with us. Invite destitutes. Celebrate your annual day through dancing, show, song, role play, and offer them the opportunity to live an unforgettable day altogether. And that's the mixed support that we can always look forward to it. As a committed volunteer, you have the luxury to decide what you can do. You can do contribute in some sort of material. You can contribute your time. You can volunteer yourself. You can give money. You can decide the quantum of contributions on your basis. Absolutely. Still giving you some options. Take care of a destitute informally. Definitely yes, a destitute can be taking care for the education part of it, taking care for the medicine part of it, taking care for any thing that you can go around it. Support from a destitute. Visit and identify one destitute whom you would like to support. You can do it with acknowledgement or in anonymous form of contributions. You'll get all the information of the destitute from the databases. Visit once a week, spend at least an hour with the destitute, as the case might be. Help the destitute ventilate, share all the concerns with you, as in whatever thought process that is crisscrossing their minds can be shared along with you. Try to find a solution together, and that is what we are looking forward toward here. Second option is a street coordinator. It's walk on the street. Feet on the street is what we are looking into it. You might be taking the education to them. If you're not able to provide them, you can contribute. Take your teaching skills, take your knowledge, and bring it to the table on there. It's a challenging but rewarding. It requires only one, probably 2 hours a week, and that's fair enough. Sure, people will get acknowledged, people will get rewarded. The children are going to come to know of it, and this is a social initiative, and that will help the destitute learn from formal, probably non-formal pedagogy. Help them to become literate, help them to understand perspective, give them viewpoints of the world, whatever is happening. It can be done on the street, it can be done on the night shelter. You don't require to rent a place, you can just take a corner, and probably it's an event for an hour or two, and people won't mind in the first place. The third option is to support the destitute for vocational training. Vocational training is what we are all looking for it. A sponsorship for destitute is what we are looking for it. Just cost you approximately $100 a month per destitute. So if that is the minimum contribution, it helps and it goes in a long fashion to go around here. Just $100 per destitute per month. So duration of the training can think anything between 6 months to 12 months, and that's the original decay. maybe the only way for destitute ever to find employment. Probably that's one way to you equipping him or her to provide employment for lifelong things, and they can build upon their life based on your $100 a month, probably $1,200 a year. This helps them to pick up some sort of vocational skills that helps in the long run. The fourth option, allow me to say, is your personal skills which you want to transfer to the destitute. Now that might be music. What is a personal skills? It's a vocal instruments, instrumental. It can be dance, classical or western. It can be a craft work. It can be pottery. It can be origami. It can be tie. It can be dye. Any hands-on work that you are proficient in, absolutely proficient in, people would love to learn it, and probably that's go around it. You can obviously organize a street play, a theater, as the case might be. People might become some sort of a performing artist, perhaps. Communication, ability to present, ability to voice the opinion, have organize your thoughts in a proper fashion, prioritize them, and then probably present them so that it appeals to the audiences, the person in and around. Give them the communication skill that becomes around here. The fifth option is your personal skills. Can you transfer that to the organization perhaps? Let's say this is a little bit of a high ending skills where it is we're talking about web designing as a skills, or some sort of coding probably. If you can raise fundraising, monitoring and information skills, or marketing skill, or data arrangement skill, data mining skill, as the case might be. We're talking about research and others as the case out there. The last option before I actually wind up this videos altogether is accompany a destitute during an event. This helps in boosting confidence time and again. From fun trips to talent shows, you accompany them and they have a sense of belongingness. From cricket matches to any local sports, anything, different sort of matches, football matches, you name it, soccer matches, as you go around it, basketball matches, from rallies and demonstration to interfaces with stakeholders. uh, you are going for workshop to exposure visit, as the case might be, and that is what we are looking into it. With this, I come to an end for your this video. Thank you for watching this video.